Meet the Leftwiches. Bonnie is an obedient wife to Pete. They've been married for 3 years and live in Norwich with Bonnie's 9-year-old son, Zach. And meet the Geralds. Dorinda and Alani have been together for 5 years and live on an estate in Doncaster with their 4 children. Alani is stepdad to Lindsay, Brianne, Courtney and father to young Alani Brayton. The 2 women have agreed to swap homes, children and lifestyles for 2 weeks to see what they can learn about their own lives. What happens when a woman who doesn't respect men ends up with a husband who's used to being obeyed?
You come into my house?
Yeah?
And you tell me you've abided by my rules?
I have. I've scrubbed your fucking clothes and everything.
You have not.
Yes, I have. I've scrubbed your fucking floor.
How does it feel when your new man doesn't meet your standards?
I made the rule change thing and I said, right, we've got family time. And you couldn't wait to get your friends round and start getting drunk.
And what happens when the wives meet up to talk it all over?
You are a weirdo.
You know, coming from you, it's a compliment, believe me.
Look, you're smiling, I'm insulting you. Do you know, get real?
Bonnie Leftwich believes she has the answer to modern marriage. Her husband Pete's the boss, and that's exactly the way she likes it.
Everything that I do is to please him. He's a mixture of the Prime Minister and the divine. He is the one I look up to.
Bonnie calls herself a mindful wife.
Being a mindful wife doesn't mean being just obedient. It means thinking of what he'd want you to do before he asks you to do it.
Before meeting Pete, Bonnie lived in Japan, a place that made her rethink her ideas about men and marriage.
I realised that the role of a wife is really valued in Eastern society. The women were making their families very happy.
Pete's an accountant in a frozen meat firm, and he's more than happy to go along with Bonnie's ideas.
If she finds herself arguing with me, all I have to say to her is that you're not being very mindful, and then it clicks to say, oh yes, you're right.
Pete's got high standards, and he makes sure Bonnie keeps up to scratch.
Sometimes Pete tells me that I haven't dusted this lamp properly. Whenever Pete criticises me, I don't take it as a criticism. I take it as a way of learning about what Pete wants.
As a mindful wife, Bonnie makes a big deal of Pete's return from work. While she waits, Bonnie runs him a bath and gets dressed up in his favourite clothes. When Pete arrives, Bonnie takes off his coat and shoes, and the couple disappear upstairs for some intimate time together. Bonnie believes she could be a role model for many British wives.
I really feel sorry for men in Britain today. I think British women really do need lessons in how to be wives.
Dorinda Gerald has a very different approach to being a 21st century housewife.
It's a modern relationship. I wouldn't say it's like, you know, some relationships where they still think they're in 1950s, you know, you woman stand behind the sink. It's the other way around in this house, do you know what I mean? Let this woman actually, you know, like chill out and relax. Do you know what I mean?
22-year-old Alani is a coal miner. When he returns from doing an 8-hour shift down the pit, he gets stuck into the kitchen. Dorinda doesn't cook, so he does it all.
Try to do as much cooking as I can because we can't fend for the sons, to be honest with you. And I have to get them out of bed when I'm on back shifts and take kids to school to make sure they get on time. And she sits outside tea and makes out she's got it hard.
How long's dinner gonna be? I wear pants. It is my skin.
Dorinda's an aspiring singer, and when it comes to the kids, she believes the priority should be having fun. Alani would like more discipline and routine.
He's a bit strict with kids. Obviously, I'm not, so somebody has to be, but then me and him argue quite a lot over the kids, over the cleaning, over everything.
There's plenty of discipline and routine for the only child in the Leftwich household. Zach operates to a strict timetable of activities.
From 8 o'clock until around 8:30, we play board games. And at 10 to 9, Pete and Zach have a play fight. At 9 o'clock exactly, it's time for bed.
Bonnie's keen to teach Zach her theories about men and women. She believes that all men would like mindful wives.
I like to look into their eyes, try to see that divine spark and bring it out of them. And I believe I could do that with any man.
Bonnie may recognise the divine spark in men, but Dorenda's yet to see it.
Men are there for three things, right? Money to pay for all your goodies, what you want, yeah? Obviously for the... Do you know what I mean? And the third thing, what the bloody hell are they there for? There's two! Two to men!
It's the day of the swap and the two wives are preparing to leave.
It's not very nice, but I'll tell you something, that makes my tits look absolutely... Do you know what I mean?
I like that one. Yeah, this is nice.
The wives are leaving for 2 weeks and they've agreed to have no contact with their husbands during that time.
Ta-da! I've just all of a sudden gone very, 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 very nervous.
At the moment, I'm feeling like I've been taken away from everything that I know, everything that's familiar. It's quite a strange experience.
I'm really scared about tonight because at home I don't cook. Do you know what I mean? Women usually cook, and I don't, because I can't.
Before they meet their new families, the women have a chance to explore their new homes.
How old are they? Ooh! Oxford Dictionary. What's that? Thesaurus.
This is how my house used to be before I married Pete.
And it's either a vicar or a school, something to do with school, an ed school teacher or something.
Wow. This is a bit much, isn't it? This is not a very romantic bedroom, is it? There's no curtains at the windows, so maybe nothing happens here. I think I can cope with most situations, but I think I'll feel almost like I'm in a third world country.
Each woman has left a written manual as a guide for the running of their home.
The complete guide to being a mindful wife.
This is a madhouse. Life's about having fun, and that's what I'm known for.
Even though I don't enjoy cleaning, I enjoy the effect that a clean home has on Pete.
I do a wash when I run out of clothes, and it's the same for the kids. Alani does his own because he's a big boy and I'm not his skivvy.
When Pete comes home, I take off his coat and shoes.
I hate operating to a timetable. We'll eat whenever the kids are hungry. I made that mistake before I met Pete.
We disagree over nothing. Of course you don't, because you do as you're told, you silly cow.
Alani seems quite amazing. He's working and cooking and cleaning. What's he getting back for all this?
The main thing is to be mindful at all times and treat Pete with respect. How the fuck can you respect somebody who does that to you? Do you know what I mean?
It's finally time for Bonnie and Dorenda to meet their new families.
Are you Lindsay?
Hi, I'm Alani, and so is this.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. You must be... Is it Strauss?
That's Strauss.
Hello, right. What was your name, sorry?
This is Zachary.
Hello.
Do you want a cup of coffee?
Oh, yeah, that would be nice. Thank
Sugars?
you.
Milk?
Tea with 1 sugar, please.
Okay, then. I'll make that then. Seems nice enough. Nice enough, well-spoken and stuff, yeah.
Where do you travel from?
Doncaster.
In Yorkshire.
Yorkshire. I'm a Yorkshire lass.
I know it well, yeah. Well, I've been past it on the way up north.
Yeah. I reckon personality dull.
Pete wastes no time introducing Dorenda to her domestic duties.
Barbecue-style British chicken thigh quarters. My fella does all cooking because mine's crap. Do you know what I mean? So.
Okay. Would you mind trying to avoid having to say those words in front of Zach, because he's.
What words?
You know, the words that you just
Swear
said.
words?
Yeah.
Obviously, I'll respect him not swearing in front of the kid. Do you know what I mean? Because obviously he don't go by that. Do you know what I mean? But as for being quiet, I just can't do it. Do you know what I mean? And I feel a right skid cooking. I've got chicken in oven. It's just slap bang out of order.
In Doncaster, Alani does the cooking. But while he's busy in the kitchen, the kids soon get out of hand. And the dinner ends up on the floor. Bonnie has to sit and wait for Alani to sort out the mess.
You have not got good manners, Lindsay. for you, Courtney. No, we have. Oh!
Would your mum sit down, really?
Yes, she would. My dad normally comes in and sorts it out.
I think Alani is doing a lot more than he should be doing. When do you have your dinner, Alani?
In a minute. Normally, I'm always last one to get my dinner right up there.
I just had to sit and watch that, which was terrible.
I don't think she'll stay nice. Because it's only your first day, she don't know what we're all like or stuff. And then when it's servables, she might be a bit strict.
No, it is.
Despite cooking for the first time in years, Dorenda's managed to produce a satisfactory dinner for Pete.
The thing that's putting me off is the fact that I cooked it.
Being a mindful wife isn't just about what you do, it's also about what you wear.
I would appreciate that. Don't wear that T-shirt while we're on these next 4 days. Dorenda's T-shirt was a very outspoken BIT and CH, the female dog.
I don't have no man telling me what to wear, right? Let's get that straight with you right now, yeah? You might like your wife to wear dresses, right, but I'm not your real wife, right, so I'll wear what I want.
It's 10 o'clock and Dorenda still has the washing up to do.
I feel so sorry for this woman because she's basically a skiv. And he's portrayed to her that it's normal to do this.
It's the second day of the swap and Bonnie's finding out that the kids are used to fending for themselves. Alani left for work at 5 a.m. while the rest of the house slept.
If he was my husband, I'd have got up and made him breakfast and saw him out of the door. Just so that he knows that I'm appreciating him going to work. Can you get Brienne up and get ready like you normally do?
According to the manual, Bonnie's got just 20 minutes to get the kids ready for school.
This is a mad rush.
They've missed the bus, and it isn't the first time.
I hope you're not too late today.
Last year we were late we were late 58 times.
58?
In Norwich, Dorenda's forced herself to make Pete's breakfast.
Thanks very much.
You're very welcome.
Seeing him off at the door, though, proves too much for her.
Did you put it on yourself?
Can you hold that for me?
No, I can't. There's a banister there.
Come on.
No, there's a banister there.
I want to put it on.
Well, put it on. There's a banister on there.
No. I was hoping you could do that.
You can kiss my arse and all if you think I'm doing that.
No, I need to be like that.
We got to school on time, amazingly. It's touch and go. If we'd have got up earlier, it would have been a lot easier to get here on time. I feel sorry for the girls having to get themselves dressed, and they all had sweets for breakfast, which was a bit shocking.
Now, do you want me to walk you to school, or does your mum usually let you go yourself?
Let's move on myself.
All right, darling. You have a good day at school.
In Bonnie's house, the cleaning regime starts at 10 o'clock and continues all morning.
I am really learning to be a skivvy. I can't believe that she actually lives like this. You know, it's just so boring, so dull.
While Dorenda cleans, Bonnie's timetable is driven by the TV schedule.
At this time, I'd be doing something constructive, just continuing with the housework, organising things. So just to lay here and have to watch the TV is boring.
Obviously, it needs to be done, but not like this, not every day, the same time, the same routine, the same boring crap old shit. I don't believe in doing all this religiously every fucking day. It just takes piss.
Zach's back from school, and Dorenda's next task is to consult Pete about her duties that evening.
I'm just ringing up to see what you'd like for your tea. I ain't got a clue what we've got in the fridge. Mince and onions. Yeah, my dad showed me how to cook mince and onions. All right then. I'll see you at 6 then. Bye, bye. I would like a bath running before 6 o'clock, and I would like for me to walk through the door and you welcome me and say, hi, the bath is run. Can you
It's the start of the evening ritual. Before Pete arrives, Dorinda has to get made up and changed. Zach's left to amuse himself.
He's in there on his own, just so I can get ready for Pete. And yet, when he gets home, he's left on his own again, so that Bonnie can spend an hour with Pete. They should spend time with Zach. Fuck Pete, do you know what I mean? Zach comes first, you know, every household, kids come friggin' first.
In Doncaster, there's never a shortage of kids around.
It's like years ago. So years ago, children used to play outside together like this. Really sort of old-fashioned. It's nice. Yeah.
Bonnie started thinking about her own son, Zach.
It's been really hard for him because he's just like alone a lot of the time. There's no children around for him to play with. He likes playing by himself. He likes to keep to himself, and he's used to that. But I think it would do him good to interact with other children a lot more than he does. Yeah.
Dorinda's managed to muster enough mindfulness to follow Bonnie and Pete's routine.
Evening. Had a good day at work. Come on, I'll do what Bonnie usually does.
Wow, look at that.
Yeah, I made an effort for you.
What a welcoming sight. You look really fantastic.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, OK then. Do you want to take my coat?
If that's what Bonnie does.
She does.
That's what Peter gets. Yeah, I'll take your shoes off. Listen, mate, if that's what Bonnie does, I will do it. But as long as you kiss my arse next week, right?
Well, let's not use language like that, and maybe I might.
My derriere, then, my darling.
Dorinda's thrown herself into the role of mindful wife. But she's forgotten to bring the washing in and to get garlic bread for dinner.
Dorinda, did you do some garlic bread?
No, I was too busy. I'm too busy. Right, I'll tell you what, I'll not eat my tea and I'll go and get the washing off the line. OK?
Help Dorinda get the washing in and then go and get some garlic bread. OK?
Come on, gorgeous.
Great.
I can't believe the cheek of the arrogant bastard. Sending me and Zach out into the garden while he was eating his fucking tea. Me and Zach had to go out and get the washing in. Do you know what I mean? And then he had the cheek to send me and Zach to the shop. Do you know, while he ate his dinner.
I was really pleased with what Dorinda had done. I think she's going to go from strength to strength.
I cannot get my head round how anybody would want to live like this and actually be happy with it.
It's Saturday morning, and Pete's hopeful that Dorinda's turning into a mindful wife. So he's bought her some clothes to help her look the part.
Ooh. Oh, mega.
Want to stand up?
That's nice, but it'd be better if it was short hair.
I offered to buy Dorinda a dress or a skirt to tempt her into trying an outfit, which a typical thing that Bonnie would wear, because Bonnie chooses clothes which are very feminine.
You rang my love.
Wow.
Like it, Zach.
That's
This is what your mummy does.
It's fantastic.
Bonnie's going out with Alani for a Saturday night in Doncaster, but none of her own clothes are right, so Dorinda's best friend Debbie has taken her out shopping.
Should wear that downtown.
At home, Pete wouldn't allow Bonnie to wear skimpy clothes in public, but now she's living like Dorinda, she's free to choose something more outrageous.
She likes boobs out, shortest skirt, whatever. Boots, big eye boots, just that sort of different when she goes out. Try the bikini top on with the skirt. I like this. I like this with the boots, but it needs a top on. To see myself in something different is nice. I wouldn't want to wear these all the time. But yeah, just for a change.
Finally, Debbie and Bonnie hit on the perfect combination.
That's nice, yeah. Yeah, Pete's gonna go mad when he sees this. He'd like me to wear this in the bedroom, but not going out. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Cool, let's get you all done up.
Oh, yum, yum, yum.
Dorenda's kept her dress on, but it's not having the desired effect.
Do you feel more feminine?
No, I feel like a prat.
No, there's no need to say that. But...
I'm being honest, you asked me a question, I'm answering it.
OK.
Hey. Weeble wobble, but they don't fall down.
There isn't a
You're
time,
darling, is that nice?
a time for laughter?
Yeah, you're getting ignored again, aren't you?
I'm
'Cause we're chatting
talking
away.
to you and you just turned away from me. Do you realise?
Because he's more important than you, I'm sorry.
No, he's not.
He is!
Well, that's where we disagree.
I can't believe that you've just come out with saying that he's not more important than you. I'm sorry, but I just don't fucking believe you've said that.
You made her cry.
Sorry. I've obviously upset you. I just want to apologise. And
I just can't believe
I
that you
choose
said
the wrong
that.
words.
A little child is less important than you.
No, come on.
This is what I like to wear, yeah? This is what women wear, whatever they want, right? You can't dictate to nobody. I said that Zach is more important than you, and you said
no,
I'm more important.
I did not. I said no, he's not.
Well, no, he's not. Then, well, no, it's not. I said he is, and you said no, he's not.
Okay,
but
that's
he
what I'm
is.
saying. In a family...
The child is more important. I can't even believe... You're upsetting me again. You're a weirdo.
Oh,
you are a total weirdo. How can you believe that?
It's a freak, do you know, for any person to believe that they're more important than a child. He needs shooting, total.
Saturday night and Bonnie, who normally covers up in public, is getting ready to unleash herself on Doncaster.
It'll be interesting to see how people look at me, because obviously in Norwich, if I walked about like this, people would be very surprised.
Oh, they look nice.
Yeah, right. Yeah, look at it.
Oh, you alright, son? Who else is that?
Once she's out on the town, Bonnie realises she's picked the right dress.
Now that I've seen all the other women in Doncaster and what they're wearing, I feel fine about this outfit. I never go out like this in Norwich, and it's really fun to go out with Alani because he knows so many people. And he's really confident and happy and relaxed in this environment. Completely different person to Pete. I mean, obviously, he's a lot younger.
In Norwich, things are a lot quieter. Living Bonnie's life has made Dorenda think about Alani and how much he does for her back home.
Alani treats me like a queen. I think I'm going to go home and really, really not belittle Alani. Because that's what I do quite a lot.
A great lot. And he's somebody who deserves my respect, and I've been treating him like shit for donkey's years.
It's day 4 of the swap. Alani and Bonnie are ignoring their hangovers and taking the kids for a day out in Cleethorpes.
How do you get on?
He's been a big kid, just like the rest of us. I think he's relaxing a bit and having a bit of a laugh, I suppose, you know what I mean?
It was scary. It went all dark. It was like, oh, I'm being born or something.
That wobbles you.
Although she's had fun, Bonnie's not going to let having a good time stop her from telling Alani a few home truths.
Do you realise how messy your house looks?
Oh, yeah.
It is complete nightmare. And why? Because your wife isn't doing anything. And you're making it so easy for her to not do anything. And women don't like that. Once they've got a man that just does everything for them, they think, oh, right, I don't need to do anything then. And they get worse and worse. And they just give up, basically. And they just sit back and think, OK, I can get away with this. just like children do. You know, they need boundaries. They need you to say, this is my standard, please stick to this. I'm going to get upset if you don't. I'm angry at Dorinda for not appreciating him. You know, he's fantastic. If I wasn't married, I'd marry him, honestly.
In Norwich, Pete wants to go to the pub for lunch, but Dorinda's wearing that T-shirt again, and Pete's not happy.
When you finish this quick game, you come and get changed. I'm going to get changed now. Are you going to get changed?
Why would I need to get changed? Is that what Bonnie does? She gets changed?
Yeah, when we go out to dinner, something more.
A normal outfit like this?
Yes.
So do you think I should wear my clothes, what I've got on now, to go to the pub?
Yes. You're expected to wear rude, horrible clothes.
Is that rude and horrible? It's a female dog. A female dog is a bitch. No, I'm not saying it in a swearing way, am I? It's a female dog. He wants to be a vet. He's going to have to treat bitches.
Yeah, and you say bitch a lot.
Now listen.
It's the night before Bonnie changes the rules, and she can't resist starting to tidy up.
I feel very happy that the rule changes tomorrow and I'll be able to do it all properly and show the family who I am, because up till now I haven't really been able to show them who I am. I mean, yeah, I've had fun and all this, but there's more to being a mother than having fun.
Tomorrow, rule change day, I'm going to let fucking rip. I swear to God I am.
I expect then when she makes the rule changes, she'll put Zachary first, and I will only be after him. I might even be third after her.
I'm going to make sure that Zach gets 100% attention. Do you know what I mean? Sod him, he's an arsehole loser, that friggin' Pete.
It's the day the rules change, and in Doncaster, Bonnie's going to show Alani how far a mindful wife will go to please her husband.
I'm having my hair made darker because Al prefers brunettes, and so you should like this.
And in Norwich, Dorinda's seeing off the family in her last act as a mindful wife.
Have a nice day.
It's all right. Bye.
Now that Bonnie's transformed herself, she can start on the house. Dorinda wants to bring more fun and freedom into the home.
Pete is in for a right shock today because all this mindless zombie lark is just a total and utter load of shit.
The families are back, and it's time for the wives to lay down their new rules.
Today is rule change day. So if you'd like to take a seat, I shall explain to you what's going on.
And I'll shoot you.
Alani, what you need is someone to show you how good having a real wife or a mindful wife can be.
Pete, all this mindful wife stuff is totally outdated. You need to wake up and live in the real world. Your face is a shocker.
A mindful wife would always try to look pleasing for her husband. And you said you like brunettes, so I've dyed my hair a bit. And that's just the beginning.
From now on, Zach comes first, then me second, Strauss third, the cat's fourth, and you last.
Here's a picture. It's Alani as the king of the house, and this is his castle.
Zach, I want you to have more freedom in this house and more of a say in what you do. If you want to fight, I think there's a time and a place for it. So I've booked you into a taekwondo class with kids your own age.
Children, you'll be getting up at 6:15 and you're going to bed at 9 o'clock on the dot.
I've been your skivvy, so now you are going to look after Zach and I.
OK. You'd like to sit down?
Huh?
Zachary,
Because I want to sit down.
I'd like you to go to your bedroom because...
It's all right, you just say it.
What's going to happen is that you'll be hearing swear words and it won't be coming from me.
Is he crying?
Of course he isn't.
What you sent him upstairs for? Oh, he's upset. Zach!
Excuse me.
What? No, I have played by your rules. Now you listen to me.
You listen to me. You come into my house.
Yeah?
And you tell me you've abided by my rules.
I have. I've scrubbed your fucking clothes and everything.
You have not.
Yes, I have. I've scrubbed your fucking floor.
Listen to yourself.
I've put your fucking shoes on.
Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself.
Listen to yourself.
You're telling me you want to stop swearing. And you haven't.
You're telling me you want me to stop swearing. I ain't telling you. Right? Zach's upstairs. Right, fair enough. Zach's upstairs. You can't fucking tell me jack shit about fucking stopping swearing, right? If I want to say bollock shit, twat, I will say it, right? I've taken your fucking shoes off, so at least you can do is abide by fucking Zach.
Please, why don't you just listen to yourself? This is not what you want from life.
What?
To just swear to get a point across.
You're going to wash the pots, right? And you're going to realise what you actually do to your wife, right? That's why I'm here.
You've got no respect for me. And so...
How on earth do you expect any woman to have any respect for you when all you do is treat your wife like a piece of poo on your shoe? Right?
Write me a letter.
You want to send it to Psycho Block?
She just explodes as if I am nothing. And this is my house.
Now can he turn around and actually say, you've got no respect for me? Do you know he treats women like a piece of crap? You know, so balls to him.
Wow.
In Doncaster, Bonnie's rule changes are proving a lot more popular.
Look at all my clothes behind. I don't like it in this house because it's always dirty, but when Bonnie's been, it's been tidy. So I think it's getting better now.
I think the kids are shocked and I think they're having fun, you know. They will probably take on what Bonnie says until they want something their own way.
Under Bonnie's rules, Alani is banished from the kitchen and she'll do all the cooking. It's a chance to train the girls to become mindful wives. Pete's decided to give the new rules a go. His first task is to serve dinner.
That's gorgeous, thank you. Is there any tomato ketchup, please?
Yes, do you want ketchup?
Yes, what?
Please.
Please, good boy.
Okay, who do I serve first?
Dad, because it's here. Is this cheese?
Tell me when to stop.
Yeah, stop there, yeah, there's plenty, so...
You're the queen, isn't it?
Just like at home, Bonnie's dressed up for the evening.
Why don't we all do a toast to Bonnie? We're doing a really good meal.
Oh, that's so sweet.
To Bonnie.
OK, to Bonnie then.
To Bonnie.
Do you know what the time is?
I don't know what time it is now.
In Norwich, bedtime's been binned.
Give him 5 minutes on this to enjoy himself and... Yeah.
That's quiet.
Oh, systems go.
I think Peter's going to get more angry and angry. And I think I'll like Dorinda more. Emma.
Mickey lay on his tummy on the...
Bonnie wants the kids in bed by 9 on the dot, and so far there aren't any problems. Bonnie is triumphant.
I feel so satisfied, and that, you know, everything I thought that would do the family good is.
Good night.
Good night.
Good night, Dad.
In Bonnie's new mindful household, the morning routine's going like clockwork. Bonnie gets the girls to school early, leaving plenty of time for the housework. In the other house, Dorinda's concentrating on Zach, and Pete's left to look after himself.
Before, this home was a rubbish dump. It was nothing. It wasn't a place to live. I think what I have brought to this house is a spirit of the female, almost.
The kids are home from school, and Alani's due back any minute. Bonnie's got to get herself and them ready for his return, but they're not cooperating.
I will get off bang. Thing. Stop him.
Right. Stop.
I want them. No, I want them. No.
Okay, but are you going to stop fighting? Otherwise,
No.
I'll break break them?
I was expecting Elle to come back at 5:30, so I asked the children to be quiet and wait. But he's late, so I think in future I'll just keep them occupied until he comes home.
Why, thank you, gentlemen.
Dorenda's taking Zach to a taekwondo class to get him to socialise with other kids. But Zach doesn't enjoy it and leaves early.
It was too loud for him. And to me, there's something wrong if it's too loud for a child. Bonnie and Pete need to sit down and have a serious discussion on their life, because that little lad, it's a waste of time him, you know, like, growing up if all he's going to do is be like Pete.
It's 8 o'clock and Bonnie wants to have time together as a family. But Alani's disappeared and the kids are starting to play up. The mindful rules are losing their sparkle.
Some of the rules were good, some of them were... Because you're not allowed to leave the dinner table till it's finished. We got to do things at a certain time, not have friends round. Let's just ask her. Just boring.
Alani's not enjoying the rules either.
At 9 o'clock, Bonnie says that, well, in her rules, that she's going to run me a bath, and then Alani and Bonnie are going to have some relaxing time together. Don't want to spend any intimate time with her at all, because it's just like, it feels like I'm going against some sort of trust with my partner, Dorenda, and that's probably why I'm really uncomfortable. But she wears like little silk dresses and stuff like this, and suspenders and stuff, and I just feel completely, I'm like, I don't know whether to laugh at her or to sort of like be offended by it. Hi Bonnie, this is Kidja.
To avoid spending time alone with Bonnie, Alani's invited some of his mates back to the house.
We were just having family games, and then suddenly Alani brought a load of men round. It's disrupted the playing time with the children, but I feel that's okay because, you know, if Alani wants to have people around, that's up to him.
Yes. Pouring beer and stuff like that all the time. We'll try in a minute, see if you'll stand on one leg or something like that.
Alani's plan has worked. He and Bonnie don't spend a minute alone together, and Bonnie stays up serving beer till 3 in the morning.
Cheers, buddy.
The next day, the late nights, early mornings and strange food have finally taken their toll. Ill in bed, Bonnie's been thinking about last night.
I set up a routine where we could have some family time to play games, and that was the first time we'd have been able to do that. But it just would have been nice if afterwards he'd have kept to my routine and really tried to, you know, play with the children downstairs before going to get his mates. That wouldn't have been a huge sacrifice.
Alani's had to pick the kids up from school, but he can't stay. He's got a college class to go to.
Okay, I'm going to get off to college now. Okay, I've got a road train, so I won't be back till about 10. Okay.
Alani knows that I'm ill. He knows that I've been ill all day, and he's just gone out without asking how I am or if there's anything he can do. He's going to be out till 10:30, and he's left me with all the children.
Finally, it all gets too much for Bonnie.
I can't stand it anymore.
Bonnie's gone to bed, so Alani's been called back from college early to look after the children.
Maybe it's just too hard for him. Obviously, she might be a bit ill, like she says, but I mean, I also think that maybe it's a big blow, you know, 4 kids. 4 kids is hard work. So what do you want to do then?
Bonnie's staying in her room, and Alani's reduced to talking to her through the door. As the week progresses, Dorenda makes sure Zach's having fun.
Bad girl.
This little boy, right, since I've got here, has totally changed.
And he's been having fun, you know, and he's never had that before. Not proper fun, I mean playing chess and checkers, you know? That's not fun.
Do you want to turn it off for me now?
But the effect more freedom is having on Zach hasn't impressed Pete.
Well, you're not going to turn it off for me now, Zach. Well, I'll have to do it then. Zachary, this is not right. I think children need to have strict guidelines to know the difference between right and wrong. They can still have fun, but they can't drive the bus.
Bonnie's feeling better, and she's determined to soldier on with her rules for the kids. But her opinion of Alani has changed.
When I first got here, I blamed Dorinda for everything and for the mess. But over the days here, I've realised that Al has got a lot to do with that.
It's time for a lecture on how to be the husband of a mindful wife.
If I was ill at home and Pete came home and he could see, and he would see immediately, that I didn't look well, if he knew that, there is no way he'd walk out of the door to do anything or go anywhere. He'd stay at home, he'd look after Zach, he'd look after me, he'd look after the house, OK? Now, I was quite shocked when you came home and you knew I was ill and you walked out. I was shocked at that. On the day that I made the rule change thing and I said, right, we've got family time now, and you couldn't wait to phone your friends and get your friends round and start getting drunk.
Yeah, because I'm the king of the castle, though, and that's a prerogative.
To me, that shows to me you are not ready to have this family.
It's the night before the wives go home. Dorenda's decided that Pete needs to let his hair down, so they're off to a karaoke session in a local pub.
Hopefully Pete will start to show his personality, you know, as a person rather than a father and a husband.
It's the first time Pete's had a drink in weeks, and he reveals a whole new side.
All you wanna do is ride around, Sally, sing. Ride, Sally, ride. Can't hear you. All you wanna do is ride around, Sally, sing. Ride, Sally, ride. You've been running all over town.
I didn't think you did anything. You were absolutely fantastic, you know, getting crowd going and shocked me, total shocked me. Do you know what I mean? It was just like...
Oh, that was terrific fun to get up there and sing again.
It's a good laugh. Do you know, I don't know, it might be Bonnie suppressing him, you know, and there's me being a right bitch. And he likes his singing, he likes to entertain, he likes to have a good giggle. You know, I've got him pissed up tonight. I'm proud of you, you done all right. You did, yeah. No, Pete is actually still there. Yeah, and I've seen that tonight.
He's there all the time, he just only surfaces when I let him.
It's the final day of the swap and time for the wives to say goodbye.
Have you enjoyed yourself? Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, I'm going to miss you real bad. Just remember that you're the most important thing in the whole wide world, OK?
I'll see you in my dreams, OK? And I'll always remember you. OK?
Yeah, stay there, Bonnie.
You're so special. Oh, Bonnie.
Before they go home, the couples have agreed to meet each other to discuss the experience.
For 9 days, I thought it were you, suppressing her and making her do everything, judging by the manual, yeah? But you are a weirdo. Total. I'm sorry if it insults you, but
it doesn't insult me. Do you know, coming from you, it's a compliment, believe me.
You should put Zach first. He should be the head of the household, not him. You get up and you do his breakfast.
And I do Zach's breakfast.
So fuck him, he's old enough, isn't he? And you can't tell me not to swear now, can you? Hey, because I can say what I want, when I want. You know, and I can speak as loud as I want as well. Your house is too quiet for that little boy. Your little son, right, your own flesh and blood, in the past 10 days since I've been at his house, he's absolutely well
come out of his shell. Do you know, he plays fights, not proper like dead on the dot, it's 10 to 9. Oh, let's have a play fight. And he kicked shit out of him. He turned around and he said that he hits him properly, not play fight, and he gives him a whack for making him sit there bored on his own while you were upstairs having a fucking bit. No, listen, it's not fucking funny, that lad can hear you. You know what I mean? I can't believe you can laugh. Look, you're smiling, I'm insulting you. Do you know, get real? You know?
I don't take it personally, Dorinda.
No, listen.
Dorinda,
your son is self-suppressed.
However much you insult me, I love you, okay?
You see what I mean when I said there were no conflicts because like she will not argue.
She is, I can see behind her face.
It's like everything was discussed so politely.
You're doing this mindless zombie stuff. I'm sorry, I call it mindless zombie. Yeah, because that's how I feel it is.
When I walked into your house, okay, let me be brutally honest. When I walked into your house and saw the mess that it was, and your baby crawling around with food all over the floor that had been there for days. In the kitchen, there was stuff in there that shouldn't have been there. There was
what?
There was a rubbish bag with rubbish in that he could have just crawled up and got the rubbish out of the bin. All the pots and pans were dirty.
Yeah, and I left them there for you. You think your house is more important than your child? Because if not, you would fuck your cleaning off and spend more time with your kids.
He's at school all day. I've got plenty of time to clean.
From living at your house, it's made me understand how absolutely fabulous my kids are and my fella and how lucky I am. You know, and how some men deserve respect and some men don't. And this man does.
In the weeks since the swap, things have changed in both homes. Dorinda's overcome her housework phobia.
I've been doing my ironing, hoovering, dusting, my kitchen. I try and keep that as clean as possible. I'm doing it for my family. Do you mean I've never been so organised in my life and actually enjoying it? Do you know what I mean?
And Dorinda may not be mindful, but she's learned to appreciate Alani more.
One thing I've learned from being at Bonnie and Pete's house is that not all men are pricks. Do you know what I mean? Some men are, in fact 99.9 are, but there are the few that are good, and if you've got a good man, you ought to keep him, because I am.
In Norwich, life has changed most for Zach.
Zach started a new school. He's going to an after-school club, which means he's got other children to play with until 6 o'clock every day. And I'm with Pete and Zachary as soon as they come home and give them a drink and talk to both of them at the same time. And Zachary's a lot happier with that.
Bonnie's still mindful, but she no longer leaves Zach alone to spend intimate time with Pete.
The only other thing that has changed is that we have a bit more fun now.
Yeah.
We've invited people around more. And also, I sometimes act like Dorinda just for fun when Zachary's not around. Go and ask me to make you a cup of tea.
Would you like to make me a cup of tea, darling?
No, make it yourself. I'm not your fucking skivvy.